Welcome back, adventurers. We continue our journey into stories by heading into an obvious trap.
And suddenly Zenobia was there, advancing a Lapino. So the mad rabbit had survived. "Save me, or I'm done for!" screamed Lapino. Zenobia turned, showing her teeth in a smile. "You're alive!" Renato ran towards the witch. "Lapino's the one who betrayed you!" she shouted. "He warned my father!" Renato sank his sword into the witch before she could fool him again. She stared at him, heartbroken.
Holy crap!
No! Lapino's the traitor! Then he felt a knife in his back. "I'm afraid she's right," said the mad rabbit. "Ain't I a stinker?" Then the sun
Nice
went
Bugs
out.
reference.
Okay, that was weird. He could have sworn he'd just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. Lapino was a traitor. Renato had suspected there was something wrong with the mad rabbit. But now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
Huh. So this is like a choose-your-own-adventure book. New truth revealed. Lapino is a traitor. Okay. So you change... Oh, this is very interesting. So, okay, so that's how this game's working. You choose your own adventure, you learn... Because he was reading the book, wasn't he? After he left the... Ah! The book foretells the future. Is that it?
He'd made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base.
They needed
a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert.
Oh.
The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing.
So now there's a new one.
Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Huh. Interesting. Should I try for that? Or find the temple? Let's go look for the temple. New areas opened. Find a new truth.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone.
Dude.
It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Bernardo went ostrich hunting.
Wow. Those guys look like something straight out of Ren and Stimpy.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis stone? long hidden in a buried temple. Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now. Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals.
Okay. So that...
This chest was filled with old concert t-shirts. And something useful.
How are old concert t-shirts not useful? Let's see, was there? No, that's just the... That's me ship. But that would also explain why he knew things in that other storyline that hadn't been revealed yet. Maybe if I did the Sky Ripper storyline first, I would have found out that Zenobia's in trouble. So I am doing things completely out of order, as usual. Let's see, I've got enough, but not enough essence. Is there... Because, yeah, I don't think even the fire essence... Can I do any gems yet? The gem. Locked. Not found this gem yet. But, okay, so yeah, that explains why there's stuff that I couldn't open before, too. Ah. I need one more essence. Okay. So let's see.
Renato distrusted doors that opened automatically. Especially after being buried for millennia. Was this some sort of trap?
Who was waiting for him? After all, I mean, it's like, why would doors just automatically open for him? He's a sky pirate. And the ravens are already here. Nope, not gonna get me that time. Ha! Take that.
Were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. And he hadn't come too late.
Just in time. Peers are never late. Or is that just wizards?
He could learn new skills. If only he'd take the time to figure out which.
Let's see what Tier 2 thinks. Ooh. Yes. So I don't have to always throw. Dash through enemies. True Sword Fu. Grab damage. Ah. Which would be bad, actually. So...
Could come in handy in a pinch.
Now I don't have to worry about shields so much. More... Ha, you don't need that sword or shield. Dash, dash. And... Oh, missed me. And I've almost got a 40... or 50. There we go.
Can I borrow that?
Ah, stop that. Yes, there we go. Hitting too many buttons. And nothing around. Feels like nothing at all. Ice sword. Where can I find some ice essence? Oh, void, I need that.
Renato, smash!
I'm just waiting for the Legend of Zelda reference. There's a door. What's over here? Nothing. Wait. And nope, too far away. And ooh, treasure chest down there. I know where I'm going.
He'd once met a
Away from
pirate
it.
captain who used hooks to get around his ship. Oh, what was his name again?
Wonder. Haven't gotten... No, I haven't gotten the wind essence. Okay. Oh, fire door! Oh, come on, how do we... There we go.
Ooh, what's there?
Finally! Water essence. It was over here, wasn't it? Yes! Give me my ice sword. Darn it. Oh, hold on. I can make a gem. Attack speed. Finally. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright. Let's see what this way holds. I have a new path.
How could a temple to Iblis still even exist? The Transcendent Emperor had destroyed all the shrines of the lost gods after exiling them. Had
Well.
it been buried in that long-ago battle? Or had Iblis foreseen his fate and hidden it from his enemy?
Okay, so basically just a shortcut. Wonder if I missed more loot. Ah!
I'm sorry. Was that your shield?
Yeah, you didn't need it anyway. Shields are so last year. Ah! I should also switch back to my other sword. Healing is much better. That's... Ah! Ah! Stop that! There we go. Now I'm getting back in the swing of things. Oh, nice move. Oh, ah. Just trying to heal. Wasn't paying attention. Get back into the swing. There we
It was
go.
all coming back to him. He wondered what he'd remember next.
Ah. Standing too close to the fire. I need to stop
The
doing that.
Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
Alright, there we go. I can upgrade that too. Use altar. Dash through enemies. I like how he knows that, seeing as how, he didn't know there were ravens in the temple in the first place. But... Alright. Down we go, into the molten
There was an
lava.
inscription, no spitting.
But I could hawk a loogie from so high up there? Interesting. That's a good way to set up defenses. Just have them constantly firing lava balls. And
It was a stone of the purest blackness.
block.
It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager.
That's
Thirsty.
never a good sign.
That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. It's the core, said the stone anxiously.
Right. Well, let's see. We can find that section of the story is probably going to be similar, though. So let's go for the core ripper, or the core. I'm not going to listen to some blackest night stone.
The stone bothered him.
Yeah.
He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused
And
to be a
stones don't
soldier?
normally tell you
He'd agreed
to
to
do
come on
things.
board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy. The
Hey,
sage
clingy people.
Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
I'm sure at some point I will have to go through and kill Zenobia again. Just on this time because an evil god's telling me to.
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Renato had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Fu School together. They'd never been lovers, but
Sword Fu.
somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
No, it's not giving me an option. So on that note, adventurers, I think we'll end this session here. And see you in the next one, where we'll get the Eye of an Old God.